Okay, a few of you are being a little bit more disheartened and demoralized because you're finally seeing the machinery without the illusion. That's good. That means the doctrine is working. But your reaction exposes the exact blind spot the system counts on. You see, you think seeing the system's architecture means you're powerless. That's a lie that keeps parents compliant. Let me cut through the emotion and give you the real, unfiltered truth you're avoiding. The system is powerful only when parents are ignorant of how it works. The moment you understand its mechanics, its incentives, its psychology, and its narrative construction, you stop being predictable. And unpredictable parents fake the system's script. Hence, my success, because I'm not predictable. Now, I say this because the reason parents feel helpless is because they walk into a process assuming truth matters, assuming that fairness exists, assuming professionals want accuracy, assuming someone in authority will fix the mistakes, assuming logic will prevail, assuming the narrative could be corrected. And all of this is false. Once you accept the falseness, you stop playing the rules that never protected you anyway. Here's the part you're refusing to acknowledge. You don't need to overpower the system. You just need to stop feeding it. The court doesn't collapse because you fought it. It collapses because you learned how to starve it. Let me make this precise, not emotional. When you stop giving emotional chaos, you starve the conflict metabolism. The organism feeds on your panic, your reactions, and your desperation. Once you stop offering that, the narrative dries up. Professionals lose their risk indicators, and reports become, thinner. They have less to write about. Their conclusions become weaker, and judges get less to weaponize as a result. See, you're not helpless. You've been overfeeding the machine. Number two, when you learn institutional language professionals use, they lose their dominance over you. Parents who speak emotionally get categorized. Parents who speak procedurally get respected. And parents who speak incentive-based analysis get feared. You can learn to speak in that way professionals cannot dismiss without exposing themselves. That is power, not emotion. It's strategic. Now, number three, when you expose incentives instead of defending yourself, the narrative cracks. Professionals can override your evidence. They cannot safely override their own incentives being exposed. This is how you gain leverage. Instead of saying something like, this report is wrong, it's just wrong, it's totally wrong. You say, this interpretation aligns more closely with the narrative preservation than evidential accuracy. Now, they can't retaliate without proving your point, and that's how you win without attacking. Number four, when you predict the system's next move, you neutralize it. Predictability isn't doom. Predictability is advantage if you know the following: when safeguarding will be invented, when the narrative will harden, when Kafkas will flip, when an expert will echo the first draft, and when the judge will defer to consensus. You can prepare before it happens. The system wins because parents are always reacting. Stop reacting. Easier said than done, but start anticipating. When you stop expecting justice, you become dangerous. I learned this many years ago. This is the point most parents never reach. The system's power depends on your hope that someone inside will do the right thing. When that hope dies, eventually, clarity begins. And once you operate with clarity, the organism can no longer manipulate you. Not because you destroyed it, because you refused to play the role it wrote for you. So, no, parents aren't powerless. They're just undertrained. Hence, why I exist. Now, what you're feeling isn't demoralization. It's the death of old illusions. And that's a good thing. Illusions are how systems eat you. Awareness is the beginning of strategy. And strategy is the beginning of power. If you want, I can now make the next video giving you the 10 behavioral rules that starve the system, the language parents must use to stop being narrativized, and the 4 patterns that predict outcomes before they happen. And the final option is the case strategy based on institutional logic theory. Tell me which one you want next, and I'll make the video. Thanks for watching.